Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be our fall nighttime routine. We are a family of 7. My oldest is actually graduated, but I do still have 4 kids in school, everywhere from 11th grade down to kindergarten. And our nights, typically we go with the flow, but we do have a actual set routine, more like guidelines like Pirates of the Caribbean. That's what we go by. It is very realistic, very easy to help and get you going with the school year, because it's stuff that if I don't do the night before, our morning sucks. All that is the reason why you are getting the nighttime routine before the morning routine. And I do start my nighttime routine as soon as all the kids are home from school. Matter of speaking, I've got to leave here in just a minute to go get the younger 3, and then we'll just jump in from there. This front closet is where we store like purses, shoes, not all the shoes, the kids have some in their closets, but this is where specific school shoes, lunch boxes, backpacks, all that goes. I recently put a container in here for the kids' water bottles because we just had so extra many and they were overflowing from the cup cabinet. So this is just our little drop closet of where everything goes. Brianna has a hook in her room for her backpack, and then Aiden is online school now, so he doesn't need one anymore, but he has a hook in there as well. Then we'll take all the water bottles, lunchbox pieces, ice packs, all that, put in the sink, and on to snack time for the kids and my husband. The Jell-O belongs to him. The sandwich is Gwen's. Declan was getting some fresh fruit. I don't even remember what Brianna had on this particular day. And then Brianna also has dishwasher as her chore, so she will empty that as well as put these away. I'll help with the counter ones. And then all these dishes will go in the dishwasher once she does her chore. And then we like to do something fun with the kids to relax after school, and Halloween Baking Championship came back, and we watch this with Brianna every single season when it releases. So that was what we were doing on this particular day. The noise in the background of my voiceover was Hunter scratching on my rug, so I do apologize for that. But then on to dinner, we're making a family favorite. This is the Ritz chicken. I've made it on the channel before. You just need a jar of honey mustard, any kind that you like. I love the Ken's. It is so good. The texture is great, everything. Then some chicken tenders, cut all like the little fat and the stringy pieces off, and crush up a buttload of Ritz crackers. The easiest way I found to do this is the Ritz crackers in a gallon-sized bag. Beat them like they owe you some money. Get them really, really nice and fine. And then I take, since it's already on my cutting board, it's going to be dirty anyways, I will just spread them out and put the honey mustard on them on my cutting board. Salt and pepper the chicken. Don't put a whole lot of salt because the dressing and the crackers are both salted, but definitely pepper them. Spray your cookie sheet, don't forget that, and I also line it with parchment paper just to help with cleanup. And then I will put the chicken tenders in the bag, shake them all around, really push them into the crumbs, and put them on the pan. I bake these at 350. They take about 20-25 minutes, and they just come out so good. They're still juicy on the inside. The crackers take on a whole different crunchy texture, and I make them with some egg noodles and some other kind of side. I'll make them with mashed potatoes. That's also really good. I've done it with mac and cheese, and it took away from the Ritz cracker thing, so I don't really recommend that. But you could do like a rice pilaf. Yes, I opened up the dishwasher and there was a melted straw in the bottom. Not even sure how that happened. But while dinner bakes is when I like to clean up any mess that I left for myself during the day in the kitchen. That way I don't have all of these dishes on top of the pots and pans from dinner. I will just clean as I go. That's just one of my big things. Once I get the dishes done, I'm going to show you what dinner actually comes out looking like. And then we don't always eat at the table. Tristan, sometimes he'll eat in his room. Sometimes we'll eat in front of the TV. It depends. Sometimes we're all standing around the kitchen island. Tonight was one of those where we're all just spread out across the kitchen, living room, dining room area. So that's why I'm not showing you guys at the dinner table, because it's not like that. Every night is not like a Sunday dinner, gather around the table, talk about your day. We have a lot of people in this family, so we work with what we've got. I love butter noodles. My kids love butter noodles, and I'm going to make the small ones their plates, get those situated first. Then we call all the other kids out. They make their plates, and then Connor and I are usually the last two to make our plates and then sit wherever we're sitting and watch what we're doing. I do not remember what was on TV at this point because the baking championship was over, but whatever it was, we were watching something on the TV. This is what the chicken tenders end up looking like. They are so good. If you have not tried this recipe for my channel, highly recommend. The guys came to work on the washing machine. They were here for over an hour while we were cooking dinner, and that's why I was like in between everything. And then my mom showed up with my aunt so I could dye her hair. So we just roll with whatever comes. Like I said, our routine, we will make it work. I had to get Gwen in the shower, and then after her, Declan got in the shower. I love this little thing to get the little rubber bands out of her hair. It makes it so easy. It just cuts it off. And then I keep them right here in my bathroom in case I have to be like, hey, Brianna, go find it. Or hey, Gwen, get me that thing for your hair. We know where it is. The washer guy let a lizard in the house, so I had to chase that and get that back outside. The dogs need to be fed. The cats need to be fed. My husband's been putting little additives in their food. They've been loving that. But yeah, it was definitely a chaotic night for the routine. Tonight's routine is a perfect example of how it works in our house. Like I said, it's mostly guidelines anyways, but our routine still works because even with my mom and my aunt here while I was dyeing her hair, I was cleaning up the kitchen a little bit. I got Gwen showered. Declan still needs to get showered, but at least Gwenny's done. It is now 8:30. I still have some dishes to do and get these kids ready for bed. But the guy with the washer was here, just everything was happening. We're still gonna roll with it and still get our routine done. I put earlier in the video that my routine for nighttime is definitely relatable and realistic, and it definitely is because we are not one of those that just, here is our schedule. Kids have to be in bed by, 8 p.m. and dinner has to be done by this time. And we don't live that way. We've never lived that way because it just doesn't work for our family. We do what works for us, and that's why you should do what works for you. And I've said guidelines 1,000 times because I'm not going to panic if things don't go my way. My kitchen, for example, at night, I will literally do this kitchen in about 15 to 20 minutes. If it takes any longer than that, I will leave it. I will make sure to, soak it in power wash or something so that way there's not gross, sticky food waiting for me. But what gets done, and what doesn't, I don't stress out because I would rather be able to spend time with my kids and my husband than worry about making sure my house is squeaky clean, ready for a magazine. Now, I will make sure to wipe down my countertops because you guys have seen my cats do walk on the countertops, so I have an antibacterial cleaner every single night for the countertops as well as the dining room table. I will wipe both of those down just to get rid of anything that could be left behind from the kids, germs, cats, the dogs. Mako jumps up, puts his paws on the table. He has to look around. And then on to book time with the kids. Yes, Gwen picked Everyone Poops. She loves this book. We've had it for years. It is one of her absolute favorites. So Connor and I will typically handle the kitchen and this part, but with his recovery, I've been taking over almost everything. So reading to her first, getting her tucked in. The girls recently switched beds, so Gwen's on the top bunk now. So it makes things a little easier, but Declan has a taller bed, so I kind of have to just peek through the hole. It's kind of funny to read with him, but it's our nighttime routine. And then off to locking all the doors, turning off any of the lights and decorations around the house, blowing out any candles that may be done. The washer guys left me a huge mess, so I had to wipe down the entire thing because it was covered in dust and all kinds of stuff, and get this room set back up so I can actually do a load of clothes, because that is another thing I will make sure to do every night is I will load my washing machine and set it to go off at like 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. So when I get up and I'm moving around in the morning, getting the kids ready for school, I could switch that load and I'm already one step ahead for the next day. This load of sheets and blankets and stuff has been sitting up here curled up for days. So I just threw that back in the dryer for a few minutes to fluff it up, and then I will fold that later. I don't believe I filmed that. But this is my load that's going in for the next day. And almost all washing machines have this delayed timer setting thing right here that I'm pushing. And I'll just set it for 7, 8 hours, whatever time it is, and let it go. Now, another big thing I make sure to do is set out everything we need for the morning that's non-perishable. The kids' water bottles, lunchbox, snacks, snack bags. If there's anything going in the lunchbox that's non-perishable, I'll set that here too. Make sure the backpacks are where they belong, the shoes are where they belong. Just anything I can do to set things out, it makes a huge difference in the morning, because then I'm not sitting here looking around going, oh crap, where's her water bottle? Or where did we put her school shoes from last night? I don't have to worry about any of that. Gwen and Declan are kindergarten and 3rd grade. They're doing better about getting their stuff ready, but I'm still helping them just so we don't have any extra chaos in the morning. I don't want to deal with that, so I'd rather just help them along and get them knowing what to do and how to do it, but I'll still help. And like I said, cleaning up the living room, turning off any lights and decorations and stuff like that to get ready to head into our bedroom. I like to make sure I have a water cup with me to go to bed, and we're looking for a snack. My husband wanted those in the yellow box. They're disgusting. That was me telling him that they are gross. Put them back. We'll deal with that on another day, but he does not want those. This ice cream is delicious. I got it on BOGO at Publix, and I want it all the time now. That's my only jar, though. I refuse to buy it unless it's on BOGO, and it's not currently. But there's my water cup and my snack.
to go into the room, and my husband's making, I think, a sandwich to bring in the room with him. I'll bring the laundry basket into the bed, and then I will go get ready, take off all my jewelry, change into my jammies, and do whatever skincare stuff I'm going to do. Now, that all changes depending on how much time I've got and what I really feel like doing, like what I'm spraying on tonight, because I'm not washing my hair. This is by Bondi Boost. It's a thing that helps my hair grow and get a little bit thicker. I love that product. I've used it for years. I will wash the makeup off my face. I have a cleanser that stays out here and a cleanser in the shower, so I wash my face depending on where I'm at. And then some nights I will put on the retinol, some nights I'll put on a normal moisturizer. Tonight I'm mixing the two. I like to do that. And then these products you're not going to see me use except the one for my neck, but that is for my thighs and my butt, the little cheeky cream. And then the Be Flat goes all over my stomach, and the Be Glossy goes on my neck and my chest. That makes it where you don't get that creepy old lady neck. And it works for your hands too, by the way. But I love those products, but the only one you're seeing me use is my neck, because I'm not putting the other ones on camera. That's just not going to happen. And then into my jammies and over to my bed. Connor and I will pick something to watch. Weasley, he has to come over for his nighttime scratches. He is a very different cat during the day, and then at night he gets very lovable, wants affection. He will lay right here and just wait to be scratched. It's adorable. I like to put my hair up either in one braid or in two, like you're seeing me do here, because I cannot sleep with it in my face. Plus, this makes it where the next day my hair looks like it's been done, and I like it. It puts a little bit of effort in, even though I didn't do much. I just slept on some braids. And we will sit down and we will fold whatever laundry we have. Some nights we put that thing on the floor, and we don't fold that either. I will go ahead and be very realistic with you guys. I have my snack, he has his. We're going to watch some TV and fold this clothes. But that is about the gist of our nighttime routine. I try to get all my work done during the day, so that way when it comes to the nighttime now, I could just focus on my husband and the kids and whatever needs to get done for the day ahead. But thank you guys so much. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe, all that, and the morning routine will be coming right after this one. Have a good night, guys.